Hi everybody! This is the first Sunday in December. This means that we have the first Advent. So I was very curious which ink color will be in the calendar. And it is a standard ink this time. And the name is Early Dusk. You can see this because the light reflects it, but this is a blue color with lots of shading, and it looks like this on the Rhodia block. It's written with the Lamy Safari with the M nib, and here you can already see the beautiful shading. Here is the Lamy Extra Fine to Broad. The dry time is here extra fine 10 seconds, fine 15 seconds, and medium and broad 20 seconds. Water resistance, as you can see, is not there. I mean, I can see that I have written water here at the end, but only because I know what I have written there. So I would not say that this, or I would say that this ink is not water resistant at all. So then I will show you the ink. No, first I will show you how it looks when it is wet. You can see here it's a very beautiful lighter color. This is really a standard ink. It has no sheen to it. In the past there were some inks where Diamine said it is standard, but they had lots of sheen, but not so with this ink. And also what you can see here in the back, this is not because the ink is bleeding through the page, but because the paper is so thin. I don't have any see-through or bleed-through on the Rhodia or on the Oxford Optic paper. So here on the Goalbook, you see here it's already dry. This is the Rhodia Goalbook with the cream colored paper, written with the Lamy medium nib. And you can see here this beautiful shading, and this is how it looks on the whole page. Same with the white colored Oxford Optic paper. Here the shading is even much better, or you can see it much better. Bring you a bit closer here. Very beautiful, very calming ink. So the ink comparison. So I have first here Diamine Royal Blue. As you see here, Royal Blue is more darker and shinier. Also the Kensington Blue is more darker, and the Early Dusk has more gray in it. Diamine Presidential Blue is darker and has more green in it than Early Dusk. Also the Misty Blue has more green in it. Diamine Eau de Nil is more petrol. Diamine Indigo also has more green to it. Then China Blue has more blue in it, or more red in the blue. A Diamine Prussian Blue is too gray. Then Diamine Aster from the flower set is too blue. And then from the red Inkvent calendar Nightshade, you see, this is purple. One More Sleep is a blue when it stands alone, but here in comparison you see how much purple One More Sleep has in the ink. Then I have here Rhodia and Klinger Königsblau, which has, it's darker and has more red in the blue. Then from Herba Bleu Nuit has also more green in it. The Bleu Musotis has more violet in it. Then from the lighter colored blues, I also have here the Schneider Ice Blue, but this is more lighter in the tone, or the early Dusk is darker. Then I have von Sailor the Chicorée Sauten, which goes more in a dark turquoise direction, so it's not so light like the early Dusk. Then Sasa von Sailor, it has more green in it and is darker. Then Pelikan Königsblau 4001 and Pelikan Edelstein Sapphire both have more purple in them. Then here, Lamy Blue goes in the direction, but you also see here that the Lamy Blue, or the early Dusk, has more green in it than the Lamy Blue. Then Kaweco Königsblau has more red in it. Then Wearingeul Lost has more grey in it. Pilot Iroshizuku Achisai has more purple in it. Here we have the Konpeki. It has this brighter and darker. Then Robert Oster Bass Strait has more green in it. Muddy Water is more grey. Soda Pop Blue is darker and has more turquoise in it. The same goes for Blue Water Ice. Then here we have Robert Oster Miami, which has more green in it. Tokyo Blue has more grey in it. Summer Storm is more purple. And School Blue is darker and has more green in it. And two inks that are similar to the early Dusk is Robert Oster Grey Seas, but here you can see that the Grey Seas is more grey in the tone. The early Dusk has more blue in it and maybe also a bit more purple. And here, which is almost a dupe, I would say, is Rhodia and Klinger Blau Permanent. Rhodia and Klinger is a little bit more greenish tint, but only slightly. I would say those two are very, very close in color. And also, before I show you the price comparisons of the inks, I almost forgot to show you the chromatography strip. Here we see that Early Dusk has a pink or rose color in it. And this is from the color similar to the Pelikan Edelstein Rose Quartz, when you're familiar with this ink. And there's also very bright blue. It's more like a Konpeki blue. Yes. Now we come to the price comparisons. The similar inks you will be able to get at Stille and Stille for 5,50, Papier and Stift for 75, and Applebaum 5,21. As I've said, Rhodia and Klinger is very, very close, but has maybe a bit more green in it. Rhodia and Klinger you will get in the 50 ml bottle, and the Robert Oster Grey Seas is also 50 ml, and is also maybe a bit more green and has a way more grey in it than the Diamine ink. And the cheapest for the Robert Oster would also be Applebaum with 1637 euros. So this was the ink review. I hope you have a wonderful first Advent, and we will see each other tomorrow. Goodbye.